In the vast rural landscapes of America, a silent war is being waged against a creature that most people rarely think about. Farmers, struggling to protect their crops and livestock, have turned to extreme measures to eliminate this persistent threat. The animal in question is the coyote, a cunning and highly adaptable predator that has thrived despite human intervention. For centuries, coyotes have been both revered and reviled, playing a complex role in the delicate balance of ecosystems. Native American tribes once saw coyotes as symbols of intelligence and trickery. They wove their presence into mythology and folklore. When European settlers arrived, their perspective was starkly different. They viewed the animal as a menace that needed to be eradicated. The introduction of livestock farming intensified conflicts between humans and coyotes. This led to aggressive extermination campaigns. By the early 20th century, bounties were placed on coyotes. Government agencies actively funded their removal. Poison-laced meat, steel traps, and organized hunting efforts became the primary tools in reducing their numbers. Despite these efforts, the coyote population has not only persisted, but expanded far beyond its original range. Modern farmers, facing the same age-old problem, are resorting to secretive and often controversial methods to control coyote populations. Many rely on lethal methods that operate under the radar. They often skirt legal restrictions or exploit legal loopholes. Shooting remains one of the most common forms of coyote control. Some landowners use high-powered rifles equipped with night vision scopes. Trapping is another widespread method. Leg-hold traps and snares are strategically placed along known coyote paths. Some farmers deploy M44 cyanide devices, a spring-loaded trap that releases poison upon activation. The M44 device has been the subject of significant controversy. It has been linked to unintended deaths of pets, endangered species, and even human injuries. In some cases, farmers use poison-laced bait, despite its illegality in many states due to the risks it poses to other wildlife. The use of aerial gunning, where shooters fire from helicopters or small planes, has also been documented. This method is particularly common in western states. Certain states offer financial incentives for coyote hunting. This encourages individuals to participate in organized culls. Despite these efforts, scientific research suggests that killing coyotes in large numbers may actually lead to an increase in their populations. When dominant members of a pack are removed, subordinate individuals breed more frequently. This compensates for the loss. This phenomenon, known as compensatory reproduction, is one reason why coyote numbers remain stable despite relentless persecution. Wildlife biologists argue that non-lethal control methods, such as guard dogs, fencing, and deterrent devices, could be more effective in the long run. Some farmers have embraced coexistence strategies. They use innovative techniques like range riders and targeted hazing to keep coyotes at bay. However, old habits die hard, and many still view lethal control as the only viable solution. The legal landscape surrounding coyote killing varies widely across the United States. This creates a patchwork of regulations that can be difficult to navigate. In some states, coyotes are classified as nuisance animals. This means they can be killed without restriction at any time. Other states have implemented certain protections. These protections require permits for large-scale culling or prohibit specific hunting methods. The federal government, through agencies like the USDA's Wildlife Services, has historically supported coyote extermination efforts. Wildlife Services kills thousands of coyotes each year. They do so in response to complaints from farmers and ranchers. Conservation groups argue that these government-backed killings are excessive. They believe the killings are wasteful and ecologically damaging. The ethics of coyote control have sparked heated debates among farmers, environmentalists, and lawmakers. While farmers see it as a necessary evil to protect their livelihoods, wildlife advocates emphasize the crucial role coyotes play in maintaining ecosystem balance. Coyotes help regulate populations of rodents and other small mammals. They prevent overgrazing and agricultural damage. In urban environments, they act as natural pest controllers. They reduce the numbers of invasive species like rats. The growing public awareness of these ecological benefits has led to increased scrutiny of lethal control measures. Some states have responded by enacting stricter laws on coyote hunting. Others have banned certain controversial methods. Yet the demand for coyote population control remains high. Clandestine killings continue in many rural regions. The broader implications of this issue extend beyond coyotes. It raises questions about how humans interact with and manage wildlife. The battle over coyote control is part of a larger debate on the ethics of predator management. It highlights the unintended consequences of human intervention. If history has taught us anything, it is that nature often finds a way to resist human attempts at domination. The coyote, a master of survival, has repeatedly demonstrated its ability to adapt to even the most aggressive extermination campaigns. Coyotes have learned to thrive in suburban and urban environments, making them more challenging to eliminate. They have become particularly adept at scavenging for food in human-dominated landscapes. This adaptability makes it increasingly difficult to drive them out, even with intense control measures. Farmers often report seeing coyotes at night, lurking near fields or in the shadows of barns. The issue of coyote predation isn't just about the loss of livestock. It's also about the broader economic impacts on farmers who rely on these animals for their livelihood. In many regions, the pressure of losing livestock can be devastating. Ranchers who see their herds reduced by coyote attacks face both financial and emotional tolls. At the same time, many conservationists stress the need for a balanced approach. They argue that removing coyotes disrupts the natural equilibrium and harms other species that benefit from their presence. The relationship between humans and coyotes has evolved over centuries, from mutual distrust to a precarious coexistence. As farming techniques continue to modernize, more sustainable and effective coyote control methods are being developed. One promising solution is the use of trained guardian dogs. These dogs are specifically bred and trained to protect livestock from predators. They have been successful in reducing coyote attacks without the need for lethal force. Another alternative is the use of fencing designed to keep coyotes out of sensitive areas. These fences are built to be nearly impossible for coyotes to climb or dig under. However, these methods are not foolproof and can be expensive for farmers already struggling with the costs of crop and livestock management. Some farmers and ranchers have also turned to new technologies, such as motion sensor lights and noise devices, to deter coyotes from entering their properties. While these solutions are more humane, they require constant monitoring and maintenance. The shift from lethal to non-lethal methods is slowly gaining traction among the farming community. However, it's clear that change will take time. The cultural and economic pressures surrounding farming and livestock management are powerful forces. As the debate continues, it's clear that a solution will require compromise. The future of coyote management will likely hinge on finding a middle ground. A balance must be struck between protecting farmers' interests and preserving the vital role coyotes play in the ecosystem. The only certainty is that this resilient animal will continue to roam the American landscape. It will do so regardless of human efforts to erase it.